Hi everyone and welcome back to my No Buy Year. Today, as promised, I'm going to be starting my inventory. We're going to be doing an eyeshadow palette collection and declutter, so let's get into it. But I just have a quick disclaimer. Okay, so the disclaimer is that I have a portion of my makeup here in Boston and then a smaller portion in California, except for my palettes. Like, this is probably a third of my collection, and so shortly I'm going to do a part 2, which is going to be a much more intense declutter. This is going to be more of a collection and a smaller declutter, so I just wanted to give you that overview. If you're looking for ruthless, part 2 will be more your vibe. Intentional, like the things I use the most, this is going to be more your vibe. So let's transition over and I'll give you a overview of everything I own, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so as you can see, this is quite a problem. Quickly, like the philosophy I want to get into, because I know people have different goals. My plan here is to have my keeps. I want to have for sure declutters, and then I want to have a box of like purgatory declutters, where since I'm on the No Buy Year, I really want to be sure that I'm not being rash with anything. So I have this box, and in 6 months, if I haven't used the things, I'll revisit them and probably have them decluttered. But I don't want to be, you know, cutting my collection in half and then be tempted to buy stuff. So yeah, but that, I'm gonna declutter them and then see if I really miss something, then I can bring it back in about 6 months. That's the plan. I'm definitely in no way trying to become a minimalist. That's just not who I am. But I definitely want to be more intentional about what I'm keeping, and beyond that, be much more intentional about the items I buy or bring into my collection. I'm so overwhelmed. And then in the orange bag are the purgatory, and then in the red are gonna be you're going now. Everyone understands, we're all on the same page. Let's do it. I'm stalling. I'll show you my singles and I will declutter them, just not right now. So my Cleona, some of these might be from the palettes. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what everything is, I'll just show you them. Also, forgive me, I have really shaky hands, so if I hold something up, it's probably gonna look like that. Some more Cleona and various other brands, but this is a notable shadow. So pretty. This has 3 eyeshadows. There's not a lot of logic to these, it appears. And then this is like so random. So I found 2 more palettes of singles, so I'll show you those. Okay, and then we have, oh, this one's so good. I've reconsidered. I think I'm gonna organize by brand and go through that way. So bear with me. I'll be back. I haven't worn a lot of makeup recently due to overwhelm, and so a lot of these are pretty much brand new. But we have Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3. which has just insane beautiful multi-chromes. All of these do. Volume 5. I'm going to be keeping both of these. I really feel like with my Danessa Myricks collection, it's going to be able to allow me to stop wanting a lot of indie eyeshadows, because these just cover so many bases. And then I have volume 6, which is almost entirely brand new. That is so embarrassing. Now I have the Lightwork volume 7. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so we're keeping all of those. I also have the Groundwork palettes. The neutral, here's a little sneak peek at my project pan. Part of this is a goal. I've been using that bad boy. You can tell. I really like this one. So this is a keep. And then we also have the Blooming Romance, which I do really like, but do you see how they crack? So I'm kind of curious to see if they'll stand the test of time. Keeping all my Danessa for now. All right, we're gonna start with these Nabla Cutie palettes. So first we have the Cutie Nude. And this one has a lot of beautiful textures. I think I'm going to, I do really like how they have kind of like a putty-ish formula. Ooh, it's kind of looking a little crumbly. Let's see. Let's try one more. No, I think those are still a good putty. I'm going to put this in the keep for now. Next we have the Wild Berry. This I think is just one that I can declutter. The color that I'm most drawn to is definitely this Alchemy, but since I'm keeping my Danessa Myrix, I don't think I need to keep this, and it's brand new. Next is the Platinum. This is actually the one that I bought this set for, and I haven't used it. That's crazy. I really think that this color down here looks, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. That is like the most intense silver. Okay, this is gonna get a chance in my collection and we'll revisit later, but so this is gonna be a keep for now. Next we have the Coral. This color up here is really beautiful, as well as this, but I don't know if I need it. I'm thinking about, okay, let's watch this one. It's very beautiful. I'm just thinking, like, if I'm gonna go for a special color, I have other colors. So I think I'm gonna declutter the Coral. And then we have the Analog palette. Whee! I really liked this shade for a while, the 35mm. It's just like a thick shadow, which, like, the thick creamy feeling I enjoy. The Noise color is more of that topper. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the shine off of it. But I do feel like it's kind of missing a transition / lightning color for me. Oh, you can see the shine. I think I'm going to pass this one too. So these three are going to be decluttered. These are the keeps. Next I have 3 Pat McGrath palettes. This is, I'll be able to tell. This is Pat McGrath number 7, Midnight Sun. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I just find it really inspiring, like this green next to the purple. I know it's been done a lot, but I think it's just fun. And then even just the bronze, this obviously topper shade is magnificent. So this is an easy keep for me. And then this is probably my all-time favorite by Pat McGrath. I'm not sure if it's in general, but certainly by her. What's crazy is I feel like I've used this so much. Like, I've had this for 6 years maybe, and it looks brand new, which just goes to show the excess of what I have. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow ever. It just looks so magnificent on the eyes. It's like liquid metal. Even more so, okay. Like, that's just not doing it justice, but you can kind of envision. Definite keep. I also love this shade here. Okay. Keep. I don't know about keeping them in their packaging. I feel like that's kind of a deterrent, but we'll do it for now, and then I think I'll open them up when I move them back to my collection. Okay, this is Moonlit Seduction. It has 4 of the special shades. Obviously we have 6 normal shadows. So this one, You know what I think I'm gonna do is, I think that putting things in this orange bag and not giving it and hiding it is gonna be just like a waste of space. I think that I'm gonna put the orange bag to the side of where I'd get ready. And if I think to get ready, I'll just go ahead and grab it. Like, I don't wanna hide it. And I think I'm gonna add this to the potential, to the purgatory box, that's what we'll call it. I'm gonna add this to the purgatory box because you can tell it's barely been used. And in general, I do love a plummy shade. These just pull quite red, so I feel like I've been deterred. And while we're at it, I think these need to go in purgatory too, just because I don't reach for them as much as some of my other brands. Our next brand is Cosmic Brushes. So these are actually untouched. As I said, I got overwhelmed and just used the ones that I know. This is very beautiful. Since it's untouched, and I don't know, the color story is really pretty, but it kind of feels random to me. I think I'm gonna put this in purgatory as well. The undergrowth speaks to me more. I feel like the color story just makes more sense. I'm trying to think very critically here and not just give anything a place. I think I want to give this one a chance. Especially those mints are really, really special. One that I'm definitely moving to my collection is the Lovers palette. All three of these are brand new. How crazy was my shopping? But this color story is just so beautiful. It just makes sense, yet it's still diverse, and the packaging is beautiful. So these two are getting moved to the keep. This is in purgatory. All right, let's do ColourPop. A lot of these are old palettes. So we have the Semi Precious. I don't really feel like eyeshadow expires until, I don't know, until I feel like it does. Like if it starts acting differently, I'll get rid of it. This is a great palette of 8 metallics. I just don't reach for it, so this is going to be given away. I also have these two little, are they 5 or 6? 6 pan palettes from the Bambi collection. We have Flower. Ooh. And Thumper. Oh, I love Thumper, so cute. I liked the concept of a purple and a green little palette, but I don't use these, so I'm going to declutter them. I have the Bretman Rock lip palette, and I also have the, is it the wet palette? I can't find it, but I do have it, and when I find it, I'm going to get rid of both of them. This is being decluttered. I don't wear dark reddish. This is so 2016. Okay, this is the Golden State of Mind. This one's really beautiful. It's a lot of just neutral metallics. I don't know if it's too old. It kind of has like some, I think it does kind of have some leaking here. Does that mean I should get rid of it? Tell me if that means I should get rid of it. If not, I'm going to keep it. I guess for now it'll go in purgatory until someone tells me if it's safe to use. This is the All I See Is Magic palette. This color story is pretty, but I mainly just like this shade, and I'm not going to keep a whole palette for, ooh, that's pretty too, but no, I'm not going to keep a whole palette for that. This is the Garden Variety palette. This is a color story that does make sense. This is, oh man, I think it's brand new. It's so pretty. This Don't Leaf shade, that's really gorgeous. Eee! This is fully missing a color, and I don't think I took it out. That's also kind of crazy. I think I'm going to keep this one for now. Should this go in purgatory though? Yes, it should. It's brand new, be honest. Okay. And then I used to have a bunch of the Mega palettes. You'll see some at my part 2 at home, but this is kind of a mix match palette. But these are just some of the best neutrals. This is kind of making me feel like, does one really need both of these? Does one really need 90 palettes? Like, let's be honest, I'm not exactly using critical thinking skills here. The color I love the most in this palette is probably this one, and I'm kind of looking to see if there's a dupe. Let's see. It's looking like that one, right? The formulas are just really different. This palette has like a much more creamy formula, whereas the older palette, so they look the exact fucking same. The older palette has more of like a glitter throughout, but it's like if these were on the eye, would you notice? No. I don't know. I'm not going to force it because I don't want to make impulse decisions, but something to think about. This one's staying. So this is a keep. We have 1 keep, 2 purgatory, and 5 declutter. 2 easy keeps for me are from, well, 1 easy keep for me is from Sydney Grace. I used to have a different Sydney Grace palette that I loved, but I don't know what happened to it. It was a 9-pan. This was a gift from last year, and it's barely used, but the colors are perfect, and I'm definitely keeping it. This I got on Mercari for super cheap, and the colors I felt like would be perfect for making my own palettes. It's almost brand new though. I think I'm gonna put this in purgatory. I definitely am not gonna get rid of it, especially like Sydney Grace's formula is probably top 3 in my collection, if not top 2. I kind of want to just keep it. I'm gonna keep it, but I think I'm gonna keep it in purgatory, and this is gonna get kept in my full-time collection, shall we call it. Now we have Flower Beauty, which is getting shut down tragically, I believe. This has been a favorite. You barely have to tap into them though, and so they all look brand new. This is definitely a keep. I kind of feel like these do for me what a lot of singles do, so I should probably evaluate them with my singles. They're so beautiful, and I almost wonder if I should depot them. These are gonna get kept in the permanent collection, but actually let's not be crazy. This is gonna get kept in permanent. Let's look at one more. I think the second favorite of mine has got to be the Garden Lights. And then let's put Coastal and Desert in purgatory. Next up, we have Makeup by Mario. One of these palettes is missing. It's at my boyfriend's. I have like a little makeup bag there. And the Ethereal Lights palette is there. It's definitely being kept. This is the Moonlit Seduction. It's brand new. That has to go in purgatory. I can't. It's too nice to be brand new and for me to not reach for it. And I feel like I love these wet looks, but I do just have a lot of wet look eyeshadow, and there's so many other colors in this palette that I need to see if I'm reaching for it. So that's exactly what the purgatory bag is for. Then we have this Master Metals. I don't know what this is, like I don't like it, but this silver is insane. But what did I just keep that had a crazy silver? The Cutie palette, the Nabla palette. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't like these 2 colors really. I mean, maybe there'd be an occasion. This is going to go in the purgatory. And then we have the mattes, which if you know these mattes, you can use them a million times and they look brand new. I've used them a lot, definitely not a million times. I'm going to keep both. We have a lot of Natasha Denona. This is new to me. It's definitely getting kept. It's a Christmas present. Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt. Love. This was also a present last year. The Xenon for Christmas, I believe. Or it was sometime like in December, but I feel like it was for something random. I'm going to keep it and see. We gotta give them a chance. There was also the My Dream was given to me at the exact same time. So those are being kept, and you'll see at a later time. And then you'll also, I want to remind you, like, my declutter at home is going to be very ruthless. I'm just trying to be cautious because it's the Note by Air. This is one of my most used palettes, the Biba. Definitely keeping it. I have the Retro. This is almost brand new. And it's not because I don't like the colors. I love these colors. I think I'm going to keep most of my Natasha Denona, and I'm just going to keep an eye on them. The Love palette is kind of my only venture into these tones. Do I still venture into them? This one's going to go in Purgatory. Just because I feel like I'm keeping it for kind of like 3 shades, which isn't really an appropriate thing to do. Let's see if I reach for other colors this year. I have the gold palette, and I did a Franken palette here. So these are like my most used colors from the 2. Don't ask, whatever, we're keeping it. I need a warm. This is, I had such an addiction to purchasing every single palette, and then she just came out with too many, and it occurred to me that maybe I'm being crazy. These colors look so pretty. You know what? I'm not going to put these in Purgatory. I feel like it was the overwhelm of the amount of palettes, because Natasha Denona really does have one of my favorite formulas. The Bronze palette. I love a warm tone brown on my eyes, so definitely going to keep this. And then these two are in my Project Pan. We have the Glam. Guys, I haven't used them that much. I used them probably 5 times. But I love, you can see it's used. That's probably my favorite. And then we have the I Need a Nude. Beautiful. And we have the Sunrise. Sunrise and Love are very of a different era at this point. But they're so beautiful. I don't know if I do want to put them in Purgatory. I think I don't. I think I'm going to keep them. Wow, very ruthless. Keeping all of my Natasha Denona. Okay, e.l.f. We have the e.l.f. quads. This is in Latte something? I don't know. I use this kind of a lot. It just has the right shades for a simple eye look. But now I'm kind of looking at my my Project Pan palettes, and I'm like, should I be using those? Probably. I think I'll put this in Purgatory. I have, oh, okay, what a great decision. I have 3 brand new palettes. So we have the, wow, look at that color, that's beautiful. Total Smoke Show, Truffles, Cold Brew, which doesn't look that cool toned, interesting name. 4 brand new, good job Charlotte, and Take Your Pink. These are all gonna go in Purgatory. Well, should I just declutter them? I think I'll put them in Purgatory, and when I do my 6 months check-in, if none of them are used, they're an easy declutter. I doubt I'll open them. I try not to use things if they're brand new until I'm like positive I want to, because then it's a great declutter. How crazy, what a hoarder. This is gonna be put in the Purgatory as well. We have Charlotte Tilbury. These are some of my most used palettes. This one is Bronze Goddess, right? The Golden Goddess. I love these tones. This, the shimmer one always gets a little hard pan, but it does just make such a pretty eye look, so that's a keep. And then this is Pillow Talk. Those are keeps. This is the, hello, I don't remember, Supermodel Eyes. These are the satin tones that I love, like satin quality that I love. I think that's, yeah, that's a keep. That's like my travel palette. And then these were a gift when I went to college from my mom. Oh, they're so beautiful. I feel like with just these alone, it makes me think that, am I going to reach for anything I put in my purgatory? Probably not, but who's to say? I don't want to make that judgment call just yet. Then I have two from Bella Beauté Bar. I have the Vamp. These are brand new, you guys. These are like a panic purchase last year. They have the toppers over all the glitters, but these are both going to be put in the keep for now, and we'll see if I use them. They're brand new, so I don't feel bad about keeping them because I know myself and I'm only going to open it, like I said, if I know I'm going to use it. And if you're going to be mean in the comments about how much I have, please leave because I'm doing something to fix it. Alright, now we have all my one-offs. Let's start with a keep, which is the NARS Afterglow. Well, this has me thinking things through. This has more of a fun textural element. Something to ponder. I'm going to keep both for now. I have this Laura Geller palette. This is like surprisingly really good quality. It's just so bulky. I think I'm gonna declutter it. There's just, it's like almost barely touched. I'll show you. Like the, okay, that was not really. I feel like they're perfect for someone who's getting into eyeshadow and doesn't want to deal with like right off the bat intense pigment. They're very pretty, and I also think they're good for mature eyelids because they don't have a super aggressive shimmer. It's like more of a sheen. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter that. Okay, I have the Lisa Eldridge in Cinnabar. This is again some fun textures going on. This is so expensive. Yee! I think I'm gonna keep this. The Victoria Beckham. This is normally what I travel with. I travel with this and like a single. Keep. And then I have my Rowan. I have two. I have the 11 degrees and the 75 degrees. I think what I'm gonna do is keep, honestly I've clearly used this one more, but I'm kind of feeling drawn to these colors. No, I'm gonna keep this and put this in the Purgatory. Patrick Ta! This is another gift, guys. People know I love makeup and they buy me makeup, but I told everyone about my no buy year, so don't worry. This is from Christmas, so I'm gonna keep it, see if it gets used. We have some LA Girl. I saw Andrea Mattiliano talking about these. This just gave me such 2016 throwbacks. And then this Sunset Days. Sometimes hello, what is that? I really had such a shopping problem where I'd be like, I need a drugstore alternative. For what? That is insane though. because I would convince myself I couldn't use my nice things. Okay, I want to keep one in the Purgatory. This is so tempting, but I feel like I have my Natasha Denona Gold. I'm going to declutter that, and then I'm going to keep this in Purgatory. Really? Am I? Yeah, I am. Okay. I have 4 keeps here, but I'll talk you through them. The Isamaya. I love these tones. They're so beautiful. And the textures, it's a delight. The Hindash. Again, I've used this a lot. It's really a fun, like, artistry palette. This is an old one, but a goodie. Tartlet and Bloom. This is one of my favorite lid shades. Funny Girl. And we have the chocolate bar. Eee, I love it. It's in its packaging. It's brand new. I had my other one. This was my first high-end palette. The other one was absolutely destroyed, and I got this one as a gift. And I'm so excited. It doesn't smell like chocolate. Guys, do you think it's fine to use it? It doesn't smell like chocolate. I used to go into the Sephora. This is disgusting, but this is the truth. I wanted a high-end eyeshadow palette so badly. And I would go into Sephora and swatch this all the time. And I told everyone I knew, like, it's edible. I don't know if that's true or not, but we would all, like, put our fingers in a used Sephora thing and lick our fingers. Okay, exposure therapy. Oh, this palette just, I remember the day I got it so vividly. And then I wanted a high-end blush, so I used that Barely Pink color as blush. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. Tell me if it's supposed to smell. I feel like due to its age, it's fine. This is Lottie London, the Outer Banks palette. This was from a Halloween where I desperately needed a red and I was away. This is gonna get decluttered because I have the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and this has every color you could possibly want. Keep. We have Physicians Formula. This looks so beautiful, but it's very much a shimmer overlay and I don't like it, so declutter. This is from my mom several years ago. It's from, I have no idea where it's from. The brand is called La Belladonna, and it has one of the best bronze shadows ever. I love it, and it's also from my favorite person ever, my mommy. So obviously she stays. The Plain Jane. Wow. It's so beautiful. But I do think it's gonna go in the Purgatory because I have my Danessa Myricks. And when I think of crazy fun colors, I think Cleona and Danessa Myricks. I just don't think Adept. Huda Beauty, Icy Nude. Brand new, you guys. Can you tell I had a big problem? But the colors are stunning. I do think I want to keep this in my collection. Then we have a surprise favorite, the Wet n Wild Maryland palette. The Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio was my first eyeshadow palette ever. And this is kind of similar. It's not the same quality as that used to be, but the eye look is gorgeous and it's one of my travel palettes. So this is gonna stay. This is the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands. Oh, okay, brand new. Brand new. That can be decluttered. We have the Morgan Turner palette from Odin's Eye. This is so pretty. I do think I want to give this a good shot this year, so that's going to be kept. The Revolution palette is brand new. What makes this different from the Master Mattes, you wonder? I wonder too. I wonder too. let's bring it out, shall we? It has such a glare. I feel like these do have like a more neutral base. I'm gonna put this in Purgatory. It's brand new, so let's consider it. This came as a gift with purchase from some Mercari order. It's the Lawless, the little one. I do love Lawless, but it's brand new. And it's a really nice quality palette. I have the full-size one in California. So I think I'm gonna just give this to someone. It's literally in its packaging. It's beaten up, so I'm obviously gonna give it to like a friend, or I can give it away to someone. Like, I think I can give this to a shelter for sure. So let's declutter. Wow, last one. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Quad Surprise Banger. 4 glittery top coats. Who would have thought? Lovely. Keep. All right, so now let's see what's going on. Obviously, we're keeping a lot. Let's count. In the keep section, like, we're certainly keeping, we have 51. Purgatory. We have 20 in Purgatory. Let me just do a quick glance over and see if there's anything that I want to move anywhere. I think this pink one from e.l.f. can just be decluttered. I'm not sure I'm that much of a pink eyeshadow wearer. I'm more of like a purple mauve girl, and this is more coral. So we're gonna put 19 palettes in Purgatory, and then the ones that are certainly going, $15 palettes I'm gonna get rid of right now. If you are interested in a vicious declutter, stay around for part 2. The fact that I probably have another 100 eyeshadow palettes at home makes me feel slightly nauseous. But I promised you guys I would be honest, and this is the reality of having a shopping addiction, is you have so much stuff. Looking at like 50 eyeshadow palettes, I know that sounds crazy, but that's a number that like I can rotate through and feel like I know which ones I'm gonna keep and get rid of. Like 50 is not so overwhelming for me. I feel much better about this. I feel less good because I know I have part 2 to go and I'm not gonna get rid of everything, but the goal is to just have stuff I love. There's no number attached to it really. It's just more of a feeling. Like, I wouldn't have known 50 would feel okay, but it does. But in my mind, I'm also like, 50 feels okay because I know I'm not gonna want 50 forever. And that's also fine. Also, you know, some of them are small, they have different functions, whatever. I'm not gonna justify it to you. You don't have to get it. It's my world, I'm living in it, not you. You can have 200 palettes, and if that feels okay for you and you don't feel like you're falling into overconsumption and like you genuinely want all of those, it's your life, you're living it. I have nothing to say except you do you, boo. And I hope that this made sense, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about that ColourPop palette with like the oil situation, and the chocolate bar palette. Those are the two that I'm like pondering. Let me know which of these palettes is your favorite, because I feel like hearing other people love something makes me like, ooh, I'm gonna go dig in and grab that. Okay, that's all. Let me know also, oh my gosh, I'm like, let me know. I just loved chatting with you all in the comments, so. But let me know what you want me to declutter next. I also have tons of singles. So we have singles, we have blush, we have bronzer, contour, highlighter. I can do that together. Lip gloss, lipstick, those are gonna have to be separate. Okay. Much love. Speak to you in the comments. See you soon. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that if you're on the East Coast, the weather isn't attacking you too hard. I'm staying inside all day today and tomorrow. And I hope that if you're in Minnesota, you feel the support and love of the country. Okay, love you. Bye, I'm rambling.